Connie. One of my favorite memories from last season with you would probably be the little TikTok dances we did at the team meal with everyone. One or two words to describe you, I'd say you're very easygoing. You're just a great person. You're easy to talk to. And I'm going to miss having you around next year and your energy, and good luck to you.
One word I would choose to describe Connie is courageous. She was always looking to find ways to better the team and our experience as a first-year team.
One way I would describe Connie is she is super fun and lively to be around. She always brings so much fun and laughter to whatever the team's up to, whatever we're doing. Some great memories I have with Connie are just goofing around at practice, dancing around, being silly, and I really enjoyed getting hyped in the locker room and dancing, and I'm really going to miss her next year and all the fun Connie brought to the team.
Jordan, one of my favorite memories with you is either the bus rides or when you danced to Footloose after one of our games. And one word to describe you is loving, and we're really going to miss you next year.
I will miss you so much next year, and I'm so disappointed that we didn't get to play together this season. You are one of the nicest teammates that I've ever played with, and I appreciate how you were always encouraging everyone around you to do their very best, and you never gave up on us. One of my favorite memories of you was when you danced after one of our home games to Footloose. I'm going to miss you hyping everyone up before games, cheering us on during practices, and trying to teach us how to run during conditioning. I hope that college treats you well and that you come to some games or practices in the future. Thank you for a great first year of lacrosse.
One of my favorite memories is when we were running a captain's practice together and you needed to get everyone's attention. So you decided to yell as loud as you could, which made you burst out in laughter. And since your laugh is so contagious, everyone else started laughing too. I'm going to miss your positivity and encouragement and having you as my teammate and my captain. I will also miss all the joy that you brought to the team each and every day. I would be honored to be even half the captain that you were. I know the whole team and I will miss you next year.
My favorite memory with Brianne would have to be our conversations going out to the field before practices and games, and then getting told every day to go fill up her water bottle with ice and water, and then bring it back to her. And then my word to describe her would have to be motherly.
There are so many memories to choose from. I don't think I can pick a favorite, but I do just want to say thank you for all of the advice and confident boosts that you've been giving me since my first day of lacrosse. I'm going to miss you so much. I've always played with you. It's going to be different without you on the field next year.
Hey Brianne, I miss you, and I want to say thanks for being a great captain, and thanks for a great last season, and I wish we could have had another one. One of my favorite memories of us was our dates after practice and after games, and all the car rides we had. And one word to describe you would be fun and outgoing.
I am so going to miss all of the seniors, but one senior I'm especially going to miss is Olivia. Olivia is just so chatty and like so open and compassionate. I just love it. Like when I came to tryouts first, I really didn't know anyone because I was in 8th grade, and she was just so chatty, and I felt like that was just perfect because it made me get to know people better. And also that ballet class that we did, that was pretty fun, but I'm going to miss you so much next year. I really wish we had our last season together.
My favorite memories is it was after the Elk River, our last game, Elk River in sections, we lost, and we have this picture of us hugging, and it was just a really good memory, and one word to describe her would be a foodie.
The word I'd use to describe Olivia is energetic and kind. We're really going to miss you next year, and thanks for being a great teammate. My favorite memory with Haley would have to be our conversations in the back of the bus on our way to away games about shoes, and just like whenever we talk, it'd mainly be about shoes. And my word to describe her would have to be drippy.
Let me just start by saying how much I'm going to miss you. I'm going to miss everything, including doing it with your shots at practices. I'll never forget the late bus rides back from away games that you spent rapping. I definitely will miss watching you score goals on the other half of the field. You were my favorite player to watch. It is really sad that we didn't get a second year of lacrosse together, but I am beyond grateful that we got to play 2 years of hockey together. You played a huge role in the team, and your spot will be hard to fill. But I want to thank you for simply being you. We're all going to miss you so much, Starbs.
My favorite memory with Haley would be the bus rides because she would always get pumped up and jam music, and it was so much fun, and I loved watching her play. And one word I would describe her is really crazy and dedicated.
My favorite memory of Jada was when we were at the team sleepover and we were like doing our real laughs, and hers was really funny.
I'm so glad we got to play together last year, and you just have such a good attitude and you bring such a good energy to the team. I would describe you as very determined, and we're all gonna miss you next year.
My favorite memory with Jada would be when we were practicing when she was a goalie, and she wouldn't catch all of them, but like she would catch most of them, and when she did, she would celebrate, and it was so much fun. And one word to describe her would be hardworking.
Ellie Riley is the most positive person that I've ever met. She is always smiling and her laugh is so contagious. I remember one time our team was losing and she was just cheering so loud, and it didn't matter what the score was. She loves her team and she's happy to be there.
One of my favorite memories of Ellie Riley was probably just for like any game. We were each other's subs, so anytime we got put into play, we would just like cheer each other on, and she was like really supportive. So yeah. Another one of my favorite memories is one time during a game, Ellie stopped to tie her shoe in the middle of the field, and we all just kind of like yelled at her and like laughed at her and whatever. So one word to describe Ellie would probably be funny, and she's like really sweet.
My favorite memory of Ellie Riley was when she was trying to be the goalie, because it was fun to see her get suited up and everything.
Lydia, I think my favorite memory with you was after the lacrosse banquet, and we were going to Jordan's bonfire with Claire and Sydney, and we were listening to Ariana Grande in the car. I think one word to describe you would be adventurous, and I know we're all going to miss you next year.
I'm gonna miss you so much. I totally wish we had our last season together, but unfortunately we don't. I just think you're such a funny person. Like, I love your personality. You're just literally hilarious. Every time I talk to you, it's just so fun, and it's just a good time. And I miss going to captains with you because every time I just felt so welcomed, and you know, everyone in lacrosse is so welcoming, but I just felt really welcomed by you, and I'm gonna miss you.
Lydia, my favorite memory with you is probably the last day of Polars. We were both brand new, and that was just a really fun day. Also, we were really close that year when we were both new. That was really fun. We were on the same team. I really liked that year. I'm gonna miss you so much. It's not gonna be the same without you on the buses, all around to practice. You'll be missed.
My favorite memory with you would have to be when we walked into the locker room after practice and you had on rubber gloves and you had a ton of cleaning supplies and you were just cleaning the whole locker room. And one word to describe you would have to be passionate, and we're really going to miss you next year.
The word I would use to describe Ava is a leader, and we're going to miss her next year.
One of my favorite memories with Ava would be when it was our first home game that we ever won. So I was going in, I was like subbing, and she's doing books. She's like, if you score, I'll buy you ice creams. And I'm like, I'll take that bet, get your wallet ready. And anyway, so I go in, I score right away. I come back out like 5 minutes later. She's like, all right. And then some time goes by, still haven't got the ice cream. Also, one word to describe Ava would be amusing.
One word I would choose to describe Jordan is hardworking. She was always finding ways to improve. My favorite memory of Jordan is her great sense of humor at practice and her team spirit.
We never really talked much or spent that much time together, so I don't know that much about you. But what I do know is that you were kind and you were constantly motivating others. You were a hard worker and you were a compassionate teammate, and I know everyone's going to miss you next year on the team. Keep being kind and supportive.
One of my favorite memories with Jordan Aarons is playing games at team meals, and one word I would use to describe her is outgoing.
Hey girls, congratulations, you made it. I'm so stinking proud of you. I hope you all know how big of an accomplishment this is. Now go enjoy your summers, and I can't wait to see what your guys' future holds.